Hello, I'm back in New Jersey. It's good to be here. I am standing in front of this AMC theater, but this used to be the location of the US 1 flea market. When I was a kid, I used to come here a lot. My Aunt Jenny used to take me to two places. Here, other flea markets too, but this one a lot, the US 1 flea market and the racetrack. And those are my two favorite places. So I do like this theater. Kind of gone downhill a little bit since it opened, but yeah, the US 1 market used to be right here, and they tore it down, they bulldozed it, they built this. There's a really interesting feature around back, which we're going to check out in the middle. We are right on the highway, so you probably hear these cars coming by. This spot, this US 1 flea market location, was in the movie Mallrats. In the movie Mallrats, they want to go to what they called the Dirt Mall. I got to tell you, growing up in New Jersey, I never heard anybody ever refer to a flea market as a dirt mall. Maybe that's a Kevin Smith thing, but that was right here. And they had actually closed the flea market right around the time they shot that sequence. So that was right at the very end of the days for the flea market. It was bulldozed. The movie theater was built here. I saw Mallrats at a theater way down that way in Mercer County, the Mercer Mall Theater. General Cinemas at the Mercer Mall. I briefly worked there too. I had some friends that worked there, and it seemed like such a great gig. Then I did it, and it didn't seem like such a great gig anymore. But I didn't get to see that movie here because this hadn't been built. But once this was built, I made sure to see as many Kevin Smith movies here as I could. I know I saw Dogma here, which was pretty great to see a Kevin Smith movie at a place which was an establishing shot for a Kevin Smith movie. I also saw Zach Knutson's Supercon here. Zach, of course, is the guy with the donkey in Clerks 2. Zach's a good friend of mine. That movie was also co-written by Andy Sipes and Dana Snyder. They're both friends of mine. I know Dana doesn't watch these videos, but maybe Zach or Andy watch these. And if so, you guys have a shout out. I saw your movie here. I loved it. So we're going to go around to the back of the theater. We'll go inside too. I think it's open now. There's not many cars because, like a lot of theaters, there's not a lot of business, but it's Good Friday, so a lot of people are coming out to the movies because they're off. It's spring break. For those who celebrate, he is risen soon. You know, happy Easter to you. If you don't, just enjoy the video for what it is. I got to tell you, we are going to be going from here to the Menlo Park Mall, which is right up the road, Menlo Park. And you may remember from Mallrats, there's a scene where they talk about the Easter Bunny at the Menlo Park Mall. So we're gonna go check that out in a little bit. But first, we'll go around to the back, we'll see what's going on there, then we'll pop inside. I'll show you what a movie theater looks like. Maybe you haven't been to one in a while, you haven't been to an AMC, you can see what this one looks like. So I hope you're subscribed, and let's go. Look at this view. It goes way down here. I'm not gonna take one more step forward. There's quite a drop off, but you can see the river running through here. It's actually very peaceful. It looks like a vacation spot, and in reality, it's right behind the movie theater here. Look at that. So this was all the flea market too. There was a backside to the flea market. Flea market was basically in the same spot. Flea market was probably, I don't know, about the same size as the movie theater. I can't imagine the movie theater is bigger, and I can't imagine it's smaller. This movie theater is so huge. And we're gonna go over here and take a look at this. They're doing some construction. They added all these like apartment buildings over here. And then up here, there's a Starbucks they added. There used to be a Famous Dave's, which is one of my favorite chain restaurants, and I think they're going away. This one closed down, and I don't know where there's another one now. But yeah, it's a big thing of mulch. And then let's go up here. I wanted to show you the river because it ties into the story about this grave that's right up here. So here's the grave of Mary Ellis. I'm gonna get a closer shot so you can see it. Mary, I guess, lived here, was buried here, and now she's right behind the movie theater. I always said I wanted to be buried right next to her, so I knew my friends would come visit me from time to time. But here she is. It's kind of weird to see this like fortress which actually looks pretty climbable, by the way, if you really wanted to get up there and drop some flowers on her tomb. So the story is, which I've heard, which I believe is all urban legend, but the story is that she was married to a sailor who used to sail on this river. He'd sail away and she'd wave goodbye. Then he'd come back. And one day he didn't come back. Never came back. And so she stayed out here by the river looking for him. When is he coming back? And men would come by and they'd be like, wow, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But she says, no, I'm waiting for that sailor. The sailor never came back, and sadly, she was buried here. And this legend was then heard by a couple students at Rutgers University, which is 10 minutes up the road, right here on Route 1. And they were part of a band called Looking Glass, and they wrote a song called Brandy. You've heard it. Sailors say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. And that's supposedly about this. I think that is about this legend. I think the legend is not true. I don't think that's true about her at all. Let's go take a look at her stone. So there it is. You can see some people have put some rocks on top of there, so it has definitely been climbed. People have climbed up, put some rocks on top of that stone. You can see kind of the beautiful detail at the top. And I'd never known this was here when this was a flea market, and so I always assumed that you just couldn't see it. It's a better shot of the back of the stone. This side says, Mildred Moody, wife of Thomas Evans, and then Thomas Evans and Eliza Mary White, but there's different names on the other side. But I never knew it was here until I did find a photo where you could see it was here. So for all I know, I parked over here. Well, I was a kid, but I rode in a car that parked over here, and I just thought, oh, what is this? Who cares? But I should have got out and paid a visit to Mary Ellis. She's the first name on this side. And then it looks like Margaret Ellis. And I can't tell the name below it. I'm sure you can look it up if you're curious. And if you come here, much like the temples in Epcot in the Mexico Pavilion, you could scale this right to the top. But I'm not going to. The trees are blooming. Let's go inside. All right, so here it is. It's a movie theater, so you know what movie theaters look like. This opened as a Lowe's theater. Now it's an AMC. So we're going to be leaving here, going up the road about another 10 minutes to Menlo Park in the Menlo Park Mall. We're going to check out where a guy tried to propose and it went viral. We'll check that spot. We'll also see the Easter Bunny there, and I'll talk about what is said in Mallrats about that particular Easter Bunny. But here we are, saying goodbye to the Lowe's Theater, and we're moving on. And here's the Menlo Park Mall. It's a very big mall. Across the street, there's Ben10, and I love restaurant architecture. There's a classic IHOP right here. So Macy's up here. We're gonna go in and see if we can find that spot where the guy proposed. I'll show you that. And then also, we'll find that Easter Bunny. So let's go in. So in the movie Mallrats, Brodie says he was beat up by the Easter Bunny because he told the Easter Bunny that the Easter Bunny at the Menlo Park Mall was more convincing. So we're going to take a look at this Easter Bunny. We'll see how convincing he is. First, I wanted to show you this food court because there was a viral video that was shot right here, and you probably have seen it. Look at this. What is this? This is a new photo booth. It's called the Blaba booth. So it was in this spot where the video was shot. I saw this video. It was trending actually on Twitter, Menlo Park Mall. I thought maybe it was the Menlo Park Mall in California, but no, it was this one. And I was like, well, I've eaten at this food court. I know this place. I am familiar with it. So I want you to take a look at that. I think this was about 2 years ago. This guy was proposing and he was rejected.
Bad day for him.
You can see. There he is in his Ben10 outfit right here at this spot.
She said no. How could she? The camera, bro.
And so a lot of people talked about his Ben10 drip. And some people said it was fake. Some people said it wasn't. I don't care. And here's the Easter Bunny. We can see the advertisement for him right here. Oh, and Benihana. I'm telling you, I could go for some Benihana. They shot Mallrats at the Eden Prairie Mall. They shot it out in Minnesota. Look, there he is. Easter Bunny's wearing glasses. Waving high. So, wow, look at this bear. When they shot Mallrats, they weren't in New Jersey, but it was supposed to be New Jersey. And so he says that the Easter Bunny at this mall was more convincing. Here we are, approaching the bunny from the back. Like a lot of malls, you got to pay to see the bunny nowadays, but he's right over here. Look at him. Look at him there. Look how convincing he is. Handsome little bunny. He's got glasses. They look a little older now. He's like a grandpa Easter Bunny. There's an FYE. Now, FYE does not have as many DVDs as they used to. They just have a lot of this swag. Ooh, look at this. Garbage Pail Kids Monopoly. And a Sailor Moon Monopoly. You almost forget how boring Monopoly is if it's got a theme. But I'm going to check through the DVDs. We'll see if maybe we can get Mallrats here. We could definitely get a pillow shaped like a cat donut. And my God, where were these socks when I was a kid? I would have loved to have had cool socks. All right, let's see. Got Magic Mike. Don't see Mallrats. What do we have over here? What is this? They got this and they don't have Mallrats. I think it is not here. Well, this is kind of related. Silent Bob dresses as Batman, and ooh, look at this. Look how many ways you could cook a Pokemon. I'm telling you, Pokemon, they do look delicious. I want to cook them all. Scooby-Doo never gets old. And classic strawberry shortcake. Just great. Like all these knickknacks. And oh, check this out. Jack Skellington and Boris Karloff as the Mummy. Frankenstein. It's just great. It's just really cool stuff here. Matthew Lesko hat. Ooh. I could be fueled up to 88 miles an hour with this energy drink. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, this Easter Bunny is not very convincing. Look at all the different branded stuff. What is this? Betty White candies. And this mall also has a Rainforest Cafe, and I love the Rainforest Cafe. There's Cha-Cha. Let's see if there's any water. Oh, no, there's no water for the poor alligator. He's just twitching out here with all the coins people throw on top of him. I always like the Rainforest Cafe. I also think that bats could be hiding up in the plastic foliage, and we'd never know. There's Tracy Tree. Let's see if she's working today. No, I guess Tracy has off for Good Friday. She's not working. Just hanging out. Get all your Rainforest Cafe swag. Oh yeah. Look, they've got a photo booth. I'm telling you, photo booths are making a big comeback. They do not have fish at this location, but they do have the animatronic animals. You can see the elephants in the background. I like to come here at least once a year, check this place out. It's fun to eat here. Ooh, cups with your name on it. Let's see if they have Bort. Always got to check for Bort. No Bort? All right, what a fun place to, I mean, and boy, any kid, I mean, it is hard to get them out of here without buying a bunch of stuff. Look at the bar here. Look at the chairs. These are great. Here's the bar at the Rainforest Cafe, and when you sit on it, you look like you have zebra legs and a zebra butt or a giraffe butt. All right, that is great. Well, he does look very convincing. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe below. Box going to pop up here over the Easter Bunny. Click on that, watch that one, or this one that's over my eyeball. It's up to you.